with me.
Get on those gun turrets.
Bring her to me.
All Republic forces, pull back.
It is too late to retreat, Admiral. There is no escape for us.
You are strong, child, but I will break you.
I'll never fall to the dark side.
This is but a taste of the dark side.
Alrighty. Give everyone a minute to get in here. Hello. Hopefully the service is clear. I literally just jumped off a stream and now I'm streaming again. Let's go talk to the Circa office. Hey, thank you. Hope everyone's having a good night. Just got off a 4-hour stream. Now I'm streaming again. Life of the YouTubes. What's this? Swoop registration. Hello. Don't mind if I do. Sorry, the track is only for racers that Mata has accepted and signed up. He pays for the track upkeep, so it's his choice. Go talk to him and see about signal. Alright. Who are you? Ah, nobody. What do you want, huh? Handouts? I'm looking for information. You will show respect, worm. What's that? A spine? Well now, that sets you above most scrub hacks I meet in a day. Let's have a look at you. Just a human, nothing really special. You race? Maybe you own a swoop? I raced on Terrace and I won a season opener there. Hi, you and 12 other liars. Planet blows up, race records are lost, and now everyone is a champion.
My friend tells the truth. I am a Jedi. Are you going to imply that I am lying as well?
Ho ho. Now we are a champion and travel with a Jedi. Does the story get bigger with every telling?
Nobody here can compare with the racers you rode against on Terrace. You'll wipe every record from the books this backwater track.
Okay, okay. Enough of the funny stuff. You think you're a racer? You'll be one. You have your own bike? I have some experience. I have my own bike stored on the ship. You got a bike? Then you can race. I don't care about experience so long as you can get out on the track. And if you crash and burn, that's your problem. I just need warm bodies and pad restriction. It's just a matter of a small maintenance fee. Well, I suppose you're right, but I'm not dropping the whole amount. 50 credits. Okay. There's some business I need help with if you're serious about promoting races. What sort of business do you need help with? Just make money off signing good racers. Good ones, not great ones. I want them young and stupid. I've got one. Nico Civi, great potential. Only started racing a year ago and loves it. He lives for it now.
And? Sounds like you have something special. What do you want help with?
What I want is simple. I want Nico to sign a contract with me, and I want you to convince him I'll pay well. Why won't he sign? The deal basically says that I fund his bike and repairs, but in return, I take a hefty cut of his winnings.
That isn't fair! On Terrace, you had to give a cut to the Swoop Gang sponsoring you, but at least the rider got the higher share of the winnings.
He knows it's harsh, but he can't afford to go pro on his own, and he doesn't want to give up racing. I've got him where I want him. I just need you to give him a little push in the right direction or a big shove. I think you should give him a better deal. You're not going to pull a typical swoop jockey attitude, are you? It's a business, and I know what's best. What do you care about whether I make money off the kid or not? He wants to race, and you'll get paid. We all win. Then treat him fairly, or I'll start rumors the races are rigged. You wouldn't. That wouldn't be bad. Very bad. Even rumors like that could keep me out of pro circuit. Alright, I'll give him a better deal and make it back in the long run. I guess you, of course, are not getting paid. I trust that this is the last I will hear about this matter. Is there anything else? Just set me up with a race. Oh shit. The fee is due before each race. How am I supposed to sponsor prize money? Let's see. Racing bonds are monetary notes I issue to vendors to know who my friends are. Any merchant will buy them. Each bond is worth 60 credits, give or take. It depends on the merchant. Explain the different tiers there are. Okay. Are there pro racers here? There aren't a lot of pro racers anywhere. With Taurus gone, I'm going to try to build to my own. Okay. Just give me a race. All right. Damn it. I probably should have gotten a drink before I started. I'm thirsty.
Mata thinks pros will start coming here now that Terrace is Again? Damn it, what is this kid doing? Hitting every fucking... Level up? I can't level... Oh, I guess I can level up after.
It's sad. One of our racers was on Taurus. Ever race there? Probably not.
Kakincha nawabakahon. Ichagit kakincha nawabakahon. Ikaw, wadubaka! Patisa, patisa! Jua pengti, yun patisa. Di juba Papa Hassan Shan. Ciao baso.
Where is that Circa office? You'll be hearing about this, you Circa puppet. I'm not going to let this drop. You can't just murder a whole village. And don't tell me to take my concerns to your corporate kiosk. I know, when I'm not wanted. What's going on here? They aren't interested in listening to me. I doubt they would even acknowledge I was here. Typical corporate evasion. That's what happens when they own everything. No accountability. Don't even bother to bring it up. Dun-dun-dun-dun.
Can I help you? These are the offices of the Circuit Corporation. I trust you have business with the company. If this is about employment, I'm afraid all regular mining positions are full. And before you ask, we are also no longer selling hunting licenses. Griff? There's no Griff here. Never heard of him. No, I don't remember a single Griff on the Circa Corporation payroll.
Are you certain of that?
Oh, you mean that Twi'lek? Must have slipped my mind for a second. Yes, of course I remember Griff. We hired that Twi'lek some time ago. Not a good worker, according to his crew chief. Always complaining and faking injuries to get out of work. He entered false timesheets and slept through his shifts. We even suspected him of stealing Circa Corporation supplies, although we could never prove it. We would have fired him, but we needed workers. It would have been better for him if he had been fired. Then the Sand People wouldn't have gotten him. He was lost in a Sand People raid we suffered not too long ago. There were prisoners taken, but our rescue parties never found anyone alive. In the end, it just wasn't cost-effective to keep searching. All miners sign a waiver absolving Circa Corporation of liability in these circumstances. Circa Corporation cares deeply for all of its employees. That's why we've started a bounty program to thin the Sand People numbers. We didn't find his body, so we have to assume he was taken prisoner. Whether he's still alive, I couldn't say. That's all I can tell you. I shouldn't even have said this much. This is all privileged corporate information. I could lose my job.
Thank you.
Waivers absolving Circa Corporation of any financial liability if this occurs. It is the industry standard. I suppose you could apply for special dispensation from the Circa Corporation representative kiosk on Coruscant. Business hours only, please. Very well, though I do have work to get back to. As I said, we are no longer selling them. There are too many people cavorting about outside the walls as it is. With the downturn in mining, people want any chance at credits they can get. Most wouldn't survive a day, let alone qualify as hunters. The last license issued before the ban was given to a woman named Marlena Venn. She'll do fine. She had a mean streak a parsec wide. She also paid double. Exceptions like this are rare, unless it suits the company to offer them. We use them to ensure that only people judged fit by Circa Corporation are allowed outside the city. We don't allow casual exploration because of legal concerns. Circa Corporation takes no responsibility for loss of life on the dunes. It's just so we can keep track of people. No one leaves the city without a Circa hunting license. Well, normally we charge 200 credits, but I could make an exception if you agreed to perform a task for us. It's similar to hunting. The Sand People are becoming a problem. They destroy our sand crawlers and kill our miners. One
Thank you.
Their chieftain has decided to wage war against us. I would like their attacks terminated. Bring me their gaffy sticks as proof. If you agree to do this, I'll give you a hunting license now and pay a bounty for each stick later. I'll give a bonus for the chieftains. Which would you rather have dumped on your office floor? Besides, they're ceremonial weapons, unique to each warrior. It's just as good. Excellent. Now, just so we understand each other, this is an enforceable contract. Zerka Corporation takes this very seriously. Here's your license, and a few directions. We believe one of their enclaves is in the far south of the Dune Sea. You might try following one of our sand crawlers. They're regularly attacked. I wouldn't mind you escorting them. Very well, though I do have work to get back to. Of course. Zerka Corporation records are for your needs here. We maintain a fully stocked storehouse. Speak with Greta Holda about any purchases. Certainly. Please pose your questions to the representative kiosk on Coruscant. Business hours, please. I suppose you're right. It's not like you can't tell the state of things just by looking around. Mining operations here have not been a success. The ore is substandard, and there's less of it than surveys indicated. With the Sand People raids on top of it all, it's no wonder this planet has been abandoned before. No one knows. There are odd energy fluctuations on this planet, but they defy analysis or explanation. But the effect is obvious. Ore taken from Tatooine is useless for construction. It degrades incredibly fast. Word is getting out about it too. We're running out of buyers. Zerka Corporation is not doing well here. The company would be foolish to stay. It will be costly, but in the end, leaving will be cheaper than staying. I imagine all the heavy equipment will be abandoned. It's not worth shipping out things like sand crawlers. Maybe the Jawas will find a use for them when we're gone. That's a laugh. No one knows. There are odd energy fluctuations, but the effect is obvious. Word is getting out about it. We can't ignore evidence that Anchorhead was settled more than once before, and abandoned each time. There's probably a century between each attempt, just long enough for records about why it failed to disappear. The Jawas scavenge ancient tech all the time. It's a remote world. Who knows what's here? Very well, though I do have work to get back to. I assume that by out of the ordinary, you're referring to the destruction of Terrace? That is all anyone is talking about. I'm afraid Zerka Corporation is not offering any comment on those events. We wouldn't wish to anger the participants. If you're looking for local events, I suggest you go to the Swoop Track, one of the few leisure industries on Tatooine. There was also a Jawa here earlier, saying something about needing help. I think he's out by the city gates. I can't be more specific about what he wanted. Our droid translators had difficulty with the message. Very well, though I do have work to get back to. I assume that by... I'm afraid Zerka... The Zerka Corporation policy is not subject to your approval. It is a sound business model. Save us your commentary. Farewell.
Jua Pengti, Yun Patisa, Dijuba Jikut, Kakin Cha Nawabakaon, Magwash, Chiwi Aita Katong Chicha, Chiwa Aita Kang Kich, Kakin Cha. Ki mulira kung kin Kiwa aita kang kicha na jupornip Kiwa aita kang kicha na jupornipo Kun mulira slimo poiwa Chiwi aita ka tong chicha Agi inko tune chuna baba hasan shan No ba mulira tilai ku Chiwi aita ka tong chicha Agi inko tun Kakin cha
I swear, whenever the aliens talk, it's like lulling me to sleep. The word Curtis said there was always a peaceful solution to the conflict. What do you mean? What are you talking about? Is this about Circa wanting Sand People Chieftain killed? So you are the killer that they hired, just going to walk out there and wipe them out. I'd expect less from fools. The Sand People aren't animals. I've watched them, and they are intelligent. There must be a way to peacefully stop attacks, I know it. But no one will try, of course. You can't even leave the city without Circa approval, and they want Sand People dead. The Circa said the Sand People attacked first. Intelligent or not, the Sand People have killed people. Why would you know any better? Perhaps I'm no expert on diplomatic situations, but I know when there is a lack of due care for the environment and the residents in it. What would you have done to the Sand People? It must have seemed like an invasion. There were no negotiations. I don't think the killing has been justified, but as conservationists, I'm hoping someone at least tries to talk this out. What do you suggest then? Why hasn't anyone tried talking to them? Well, there is a small matter that they don't seem to speak a language that you or an average translator can understand. Is that their fault? There was even a Jedi here a few years ago that couldn't seem to get through to them. I think it in blood too. I'm not saying that it would be easy, but someone has to try. Maybe a real translation droid, not these old protocol scraps walking out. Who would have a capable droid? Why don't you do something about it? Why should I? I'll do with the matter as I see fit. They're pretty rare, even on well-stocked worlds, but I'm sure I heard about them in an unusual droid shop here in Tatooine. I'm sure that I heard Yoka Laka say that it could speak to Sand People dialect. With that droid, maybe you could talk to them. I wouldn't survive. Maybe the desert robes in disguise. There's Enclave you mentioned. With that droid, maybe you could talk to them. I wouldn't survive. Maybe the desert robes as a disguise. Someone could get into their Enclave. Or that Enclave you mentioned be. Where would you get robes to match theirs? I suppose you could take them off the warrior raiders in the Dune Sea, but there's no way I'd survive anything like that. Plus, you have to explain why you killed their warriors if you were trying to make peace, but I suppose there's no other way. Word confirmation B. What? It's no secret where they are. They attack the Ors further southwest into the Dune Sea you go. Then people die on both sides. Where would you get... Sure, that's what circuit variations are saying. And then they just start shooting and fighting and stuff like that. Alright.
Hey there, what can I do? Talk! What is there to talk about? Those Sand People took my brother prisoner. Griff may be a slime, but we have to go rescue him. We can't just leave him with those monsters. I knew I could count on you. There's definite fringe benefits to being friends with the Jedi.
How can I help? Sorry. I'm just thinking about my mother. It's strange to hear news after all this time. It's quite distracting. It's not that I look forward to seeing her. I just can't help but wonder what she wants. But perhaps we have better things to do.
I got super tired all of a sudden.
Something you want, Spacer? Go talk to the office if you want to complain about conditions here. I don't want to hear it, you sweet racers. Do you even know what it takes to run an outpost like this? As long as there's flat ground, what do you care? I don't don't really have any interest in helping you. Will this be quick? Like I said before, I don't much care what you think. I'll be on the street if business keeps dropping, and it will. All right then, make it quick. Nobody we've brought, that's for sure. Our expert said this rock was supposed to have mining potential to last for years. Nothing but garbage ore, good for nothing. You ever try to sell someone garbage? My name's Mud in 3 systems now. Like I said before, I don't much care what you think. I'll be on the street if business keeps dropping, and it will. All right then, make it. Good.
Zerka Corporation should just close this whole place down.
Well, what can Gandalf do for you? It's been a while since I've had anyone bother talking to me. I saw you down near the track, didn't I? Or was that someone else? I've been distracted by what happened in Paris. Sure, not a problem. Might as well try to pass along some of what I know. Racing days are pretty much done. Ask me again in a few years and it'll be me. I'm probably not going back out on the circuit. But for now, I don't know any more than the next guy. You should try the locals. Jawas, maybe. Funny little guy. Keep safe. Yep. Well, imagine you... Ah, something I know. Well, something I used to know. My racing days are behind me. Gandalf is the name. Oh, well, past my prime by any measure. I started late, too. Not like the kids out there now. Some of them are too young. It's a cutthroat business. I've seen some of them burn out after a year. They get dangerous and don't live long. That's not everyone, of course, but it happens. I'm a has-been, I'll admit. But dying while you're on top is still dying.
Thank you.
I don't really talk to any of them. I know Zara's from the circuit, and we couldn't ask for a tougher lady.
Thank
I don't
you.
know the younger guys, but I've been watching Nico. Good to see someone doing it for the love of the race. I don't know, but some people just have something that lets the bite take them. It's like the air stops pushing back. That's an old track tale, you know, when the wind decides to stop fighting. I used to have that. I don't know. All right, then. Keep safe.
Ben? I'm sorry, do I know you?
I'm here, Mother. Don't you recognize me?
What do you expect when I haven't so much as had a picture of you? You know how long I've been trying to find you?
You knew as well as I communication would be impossible once I joined the Order. Now what is this about? Where's Father?
Then you haven't heard.
Has something happened to him? Are you going to tell me or not?
Your father is dead, Bastila. Which is part of the reason why I was looking for you.
Dead? What's happened? What did you do to him?
Isn't this a lovely reunion? Already she's flinging insults at me. Tell me, you're one of her friends. Do you treat your mother this way? Is that so? Well, I'll be joining her soon enough, I suppose.
I was told you were sick. Are you actually dying, or is this merely melodrama for my benefit?
Such sweet things, you say. Perhaps I should tell you everything first before we start arguing again.
You could start by telling me what you got Father into that killed him.
I hadn't realized Jedi was so spiteful. You want me to tell you I brought your father here for an expedition, do you? You want to blame me for his death?
You never accepted that your father loved going on his treasure hunts, leaving you alone with me. I was always to blame for everything. What else is new? So yes, fine. I brought your father here to look for great dragon pearls. He took an expedition into the Tatooine desert, and he died.
How can you be sure of that? Father is an experienced...
Do you think I would look for you if I wasn't sure? They were attacked by a great dragon, and one of the guides fled the battle. He saw your father killed.
I see. So what do you want from me? Credits?
Don't be insulting. I want you to use those senses of yours. I want you to find him. I want you to bring back his holocron.
Why? So you can sell it?
Is it too much to ask that I have something to remember your father by? Of course it is, isn't it? You couldn't be bothered.
We're very busy on a mission from the Jedi Council. I doubt I'll have the time. Ask my companions if you doubt me. What remains would there be? Great dragons are huge predators, easily able to devour a human, and the desert is a harsh environment. Finding my father's remains would be an even more impossible task than finding his holocron, and a noble end to a fine man.
As my daughter is quick to point out, I haven't the coin to hire another expedition, nor am I the adventurer my husband was.
It doesn't seem to have anything to do with what she's asking. Are you actually sick, Mother?
What difference does it make to you? None, I'm sure. Just find your father's holocron, and you won't have to worry about me again either way.
That's the kind of response I would expect. Very well. We'll look for the holocron if we have time. I can't promise any more than that.
I believe your father was headed north towards the Sand People Enclave. I would check along that route, dear. Do please hurry. Back already?
I don't have the holocron.
Then what are you...
Huh? Who are you then? Only new people that come to Junix Nard's Cantina are long-time losers and bounty hunters. I don't have to tell you why the two don't mix well. Please keep any blaster fire to a minimum. Zerka Corporation only worries about keeping their own stores full. I don't have much on hand. You again? What, did some Zerka promoter tell you to come to this planet? I pity you if you were expecting a prosperous mining outpost. Nothing here but sand and more sand. There's a little hunting and racing, but nothing that'll make a small man rich. You got a license here, don't you? Faz's Lodge will be open to you now. Nothing more I can tell you about hunting that his lot won't. And since you got that license from Zerka, you know they look for bounties of their own. They're the ones with credits to pay and interest to protect. All right, then. I suppose you're fishing for a reaction to the destruction of Taris. That's all anyone from off-world is talking about. Well, I'll tell you, it's about time someone kicked the Republic in the tail and got things moving. I guess the Sith are the ones that do it. Don't get me wrong, all those deaths were horrible. War gets the money moving. Maybe they'll decide to fortify us out of here. No. Just no. I don't look for trouble. You'll have to talk to people yourself if you want more than that. If you don't mind. Yeah.
Guys, I'm about to fall asleep. I didn't realize... I don't know why I'm so tired. I was just on a 4-hour show, so maybe that's why. I think I'm gonna go take a nap, and then maybe I'll come play again when I wake up. But right now, all I want to do is go lay down and go to sleep. So... I'm sorry, I can't play right now, I'm so tired. Alright, I guess I'll see you guys all later, but thanks for coming and hanging out for like a little 30-minute stream. Let's see if there's anyone I can raid. Oh, Drunk 3PO's live. Let's go raid Drunk 3PO. Oh, I'm so tired. Something went wrong. Try again. Everyone, let's go raid. Go raid Drunk 3PO. Why is it not letting me? Something went wrong. Try running that quick action again later. Fuck you. Let's try. It won't let me raid Drunk 3PO. This is some bullshit. Can I do it on Streamlabs? How do I... Oh, raid now. Everyone go over raid Drunk 3PO. Alright guys, going to sleep. Have fun over in Drunks.